Yeah, what's the plan? I'm not gonna tell you or anyone in here besides my team. We obviously have a plan like we normally do, but we can't tell the media, obviously. I mean, that's a very nice compliment from Tadej. Tadej is a nice guy, and I mean, I think we saw in Dauphiné that he was better than me on the longer climbs. So I don't know if I would agree. At least how it was in Dauphiné. I mean, hopefully I can be even better here than I was in Dauphiné, and then we'll see. We have a strong team, and we believe in our plan. I think for sure the first 10 days are very, very important. It's a it will be a very hectic start, very hectic first 10 days. I never tried a bunch sprint on the stage 1, so that's first time for me as well. And I think all the time when I saw it as a kid, it was what I could tell from the television was that it was very hectic. So I think in the first 10 days you really have to try to stay out of trouble, don't lose any time. And then obviously, normally you can make the big difference in the mountains. I think for sure I can say that I'm stronger than ever. Of course, last year I was also on a very high level in the Tour de France, but it was in a different way. I had a lot less muscles, but I was also a lot lighter. So of course I'm more heavy now than I was last year, but it's muscle, and we know that it gives a lot more power as well. So yeah, I can say that I'm on the highest level that I've ever been. And then we'll just see if it's enough or not. Sure. I think obviously there's a really big difference compared to last year. Last year I came back from the terrible crash, and to be honest, it took me way longer than I actually thought to really come back. It's only by a few months that I would say that my body feels the same as it did before my crash. So yeah, it has taken me almost a year actually to get back to the same as it was prior to my crash, and obviously then being in the bed for 2 weeks when crashing, you lose a lot of muscle, and we tried to regain that, and we succeeded.
He's huge.
To be honest, I think it will be written more as a normal stage. Yeah, I cannot see that if the GC is closed, that we do all the parades and stuff like normal. If it's closed in GC, there's still a chance to turn it up or turn it upside down. So it will create a lot more stress, and I think I said it also earlier, but the whole thing about Montmartre is that, yeah, it's a very narrow climb. In the Olympics, they were there with, I guess, 50 riders. Now it will be more than 150 riders fighting for the position, so it will create a lot of stress on the last day as well, which will make it a bit more dangerous, in my opinion. It's true, as you say, that having a rival that's so good as Tadej, it also has to, it brings out the best in yourself, and you have to train hard every day to try to compete with him. So yeah, for me it makes me even better, an even better cyclist, and I have a lot of admiration for Tadej. He's a very nice guy and a very good bike rider, so yeah, I really only have good words about him. I mean, if we were afraid of Tadej, we wouldn't be here. My good sports director said earlier that then we better stay at home, and it's the same answer for that question. If we would be afraid, then yeah, it's better not to show up. So obviously we're not afraid, but we have a lot of respect for him as well and what he can do. I think it depends on time trial to time trial. I think also in the past I showed that, yeah, normally when you do not so good a time trial in Dauphiné, you can still do a very good one in the Tour de France. So a lot of things can happen in the meantime. Obviously, it's better to do a good one there, but yeah, we will see on stage 5 how that will be. Oh, Actually, to be honest, there's quite some challenging stages this year in the mountains. I don't think you can point out one that's really more than the others. So I would say more the two stages in the Pyrenees and the two stages in the Alps are more or less pretty equal, all of them. Well, it took me like 1 week on the couch, or I had to sleep a lot for 1 week. I was awake for about an hour, and then I had to sleep for an hour, and then the first 5 days was like this, and then from there on it started getting better, and then from about day 8 or 9 I could start like training at a very low intensity. I mean, of course, doing an acceleration is easier, or you have a better acceleration when you have more muscle. So obviously that was also our plan compared to last year, because we felt like I was a bit weak on the accelerations. So we tried to increase that as well. Oh, to be honest, there's a lot of guys. It's the Tour de France, and everyone brings their best teams. So obviously, I think Primoz is a very good contender as well. He crashed out of the Giro. He will be ready for it, I think. And also Ineos have a very strong team. Movistar as well. So there's a lot of guys, and of course there's a lot of guys I don't even mention here. To be honest, I like every year almost felt like a victory. To be honest, the first year I came in and was my first Tour de France. So obviously then a second place feels like a victory. Then 2 victories feels like a victory. And last year came back from what I experienced also felt like a victory in itself. So I almost feel like I have 4 victories in the Tour, but I don't.
So you're chasing the 5th?
Yeah, you can say.
Like in Rhine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, Simon is really a good guy. He's super strong, and he was also there on altitude camp in Tignes, and we were watching him winning the Giro d'Italia, and it was incredible to see. I'm so happy for Simon, and to then have him in the team. Not only him, but also Sepp and Matteo for the mountains is, it's for me it's a dream team in the climbs, to be honest. It's not only in the climbs, but also on the flats. We have a full classic squad, but also really in the mountains I think we have the strongest teams as well. Yeah, I mean, of course, the first time you're in it, it's a bit overwhelming because there's quite some people in here. But in some kind of way, you get used to it. You get more relaxed in the situations, and it's something you just learn by time, and that you don't really think that much about. You also know that, especially the Tour de France, it's probably more than the double of every other race. You just kind of know it by now.
And Jonas, in your opinion, what are the weaknesses of Tadej?
That's a good last one.
Good question. Yeah, I think in recent years he hasn't really had many weaknesses, I would say. And also, to be honest, if he has any, I wouldn't sit here and tell it, because then they know. So that's how to say it. That's cards we will keep for ourselves.